Hey there, it's your friend Chris Luck. I am the creator of AIville, which is the largest community in the world for people like yourself and me who are learning how to use AI. And on this YouTube channel, I created this, I don't know, maybe about 2 months ago or so. And I actually had this YouTube channel for like 14 years and 9 months. And I was terrified to make a video on it. And 2 months ago, with everything going on with AI and then how fast my business was growing, I decided I'm going to start going live. And then anytime that I see things that are getting popular in AI and it's really getting a lot of attention and it's trending, then I'm going to just go live. I don't pre record these videos and edit them or anything like that. I just want to show you in real time what's kind of hot right now. And then today we're actually going to be talking about how to make AI videos and not just learn how to make AI videos, but doing it with Google 3.1, Google VEO 3.1, and getting paid to do it if you actually want to learn how to get paid to do it as well. So that being said, if you are here and if you can hear me and see me, let me know in the live chat because I never sometimes I will go on talking for 20 minutes and realize my mic was muted. I am getting over a cold. I meant to do this live stream yesterday, but I had to schedule it to today because I could barely get out of bed yesterday. I had the flu and still like my ears are clogged right now and I have to go on a trip, business trip next week on Monday. And I'm terrified to actually get in the airplane because I don't think you're supposed to get in the airplane when you have a head, you're congested. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so let's take a look here. And what's up, Ray? So I'm assuming you can all hear me because you're saying hello in the chat. What's up, Mila? And I'm coming in loud and clear. Good. So I see there's a handful of you that are here. And before I get started too, I will let you know a little behind the scenes about my YouTube channel. What I am trying to do is figure out my way on YouTube. I know I'm always going to be going live whenever I want to talk about things because I think it's the most fun having an audience. But I also started off where I was doing like 2 hour plus long live streams, going really in depth on how to do very specific things. And it was taking a lot of time to prepare those live streams because I wanted to have an agenda and everything. And so I was only able to go live a few times a week, sometimes twice a week because the content was so much. And those videos tend to have done the best so far on my channel. I think I'm up to 32 or so live streams now. And every week I have this experiment I want to do where like the first couple weeks I just did these very long form tutorials. Then this past week, and this video is the last of the videos for this experiment batch, was I want to go very short and tactical with just one specific thing and then try to keep it like under 30 minutes once I get into teaching it, and then just see like these 30-minute live streams, how do they do versus the 2 hour live streams. And then I have a couple ideas for what I want to do next week. Well, next week I'm actually traveling. So next week I actually won't be here on YouTube because I like to be actually here in my home studio in my office and imagining you're sitting next to me and we're hanging out. So if I do go live, it's just going to be, I'll probably be on my like laptop or my phone and just kind of showing you all kind of behind the scenes or in real life of what I'm up to. If you're interested in that, I might do it. But when I do get back though, I have a couple ideas for what my next batch of experiments are going to be. That's going to be radically different than what I've done the first couple times. So I'm just trying different things to see what works. I know a lot of people are wondering how, well, when I started my first few live streams, I was asking everyone that was showing up live and saying, you know, what are you most interested in? Are you most interested in just learning a skill? Are you most interested in like the news? Like what's the latest in AI? Are you interested in learning a skill and then how to apply it to maybe like make some money on the side? Because the world of AI right now is like this massive gold rush for people that are actually learning these tools, but then using these tools to provide services to people. And then there was a lot of requests for me to actually show that. So that's what kind of the last few live streams have been. That's what I'm going to do for this one. And yeah, we'll kind of see how it goes. So just want to make sure that we're all good. What's up, G. Patrick and Michael and Sydney and Wendy Weber? What's up, Wendy? And Cheryl. So thank you all for taking the time to be here again. I meant to do this yesterday, but again, I'm getting over being sick. There isn't a whole lot to teach actually on this live stream, and I'll explain why. So let me just show you. I'm going to share my screen here. So the whole idea was to make AI videos and get paid $14,500, but not just make AI videos, but to do it with Google VEO 3.1. And because Google VEO 3.1 has been the talk of the town, in the world of AI for the last week or so. So here's what to expect. So the AI video generator that's the hottest right now is Google VEO 3.1. It can create full cinematic videos from a single sentence. Keep in mind the word cinematic. It's faster, cleaner, and freakishly realistic. Plus, you can also make $15,200 making videos for people. And I'm going to show you how some people are doing that and how you can get into doing that too if that's something that you're interested in. And is Google VEO 3.1 even any good? Because it can be overwhelming looking at some of these video engines. So you take a look here just on Higgsfield AI. Let me zoom in. So Higgsfield AI is where I like to go to test out these video models. And just as of right now for video, I mean, you've got Sora 2, you have Sora 2 Pro, you have Google VEO 3.1, you have WAN 2.5, you have Clean 2.5 Turbo, you have Minimax Hallyu 2, you have CDance Pro, and Clean Speak. Like there's so much, and it's so overwhelming. And that's kind of what I want to come in and help you out with is whenever I do have anything to share with you and I do it on YouTube, I'm just going to be very clear with you on like, yes, this is the latest tool, but it doesn't mean this is the best tool you should use for AI video. So is it even any good? Well, it is the latest upgrade from Google, and it uses Motion Fusion Engine for film grade movement. So everything is very, very cinematic. If you plan on doing something where you want it to just feel like a movie trailer, then yeah, Google VEO 3.1 is going to be probably the best right now. Now, it's said to outperform Sora, Runway, and Pika in realism. It does, but it depends on the type of realism you're looking for. If you're wanting something that feels very theatrical and Hollywood level, VEO 3.1 is going to be what you're going to want to spend your time on. If you want something that feels more like user generated and like shot on an iPhone, you're not going to want to use Google VEO 3.1. So it does support real human motion and lighting and camera angles. So you have to really kind of know how to prompt it to get it to actually give you its best output. If you're really kind of new to this and you're new with prompting videos and trying to get a video made from like text to video, this is probably not going to be, you're not going to be able to have its full abilities, and you're not going to tap into its powers. It would be like if I gave you the keys to an F1 car. I mean, yeah, an F1 car would be incredible, and you would be able to, drive 260 miles around a turn, but you can't do that out of the gate unless you're like prepared and really know what you're doing. So that's kind of like Google VEO 3.1. And it does understand natural language and storytelling. So anything that, again, that comes down to wanting to be cinematic, theatrical, Hollywood level, that's what you're going to want. But also, when you do that kind of video, those kind of videos, storytelling is a big part of it, and it understands that more than other tools that are out there. You can also get text to film in seconds. So just like every AI video generator, you can type one sentence and get a full video sequence back. You can choose the tone by saying cinematic. You could say product shot, lifestyle, and it's going to understand that. Every frame will look like a movie trailer. It almost looks too good, depending on your use case. And I still wanted to show you what it is and why you would want to use it. And you can also add text overlays and voice lines, for control too. So there are some secret style modes that I found when I was looking at other videos and how people are using Google VEO 3.1. So the three main style engines are realism, animation, and kind of a film look. The film look is going to mimic Hollywood color grading and motion blur. The animation is going to be perfect for like YouTube shorts and explainer videos. Realism is going to be good for high end if you want branded content. Now, when I say branded content, don't think like UGC type videos. You were thinking more like Nike Super Bowl ads. Like that's the type of output you could get. And you could mix the modes for a hybrid style that nobody's seen before, but let's go ahead and experiment with it. So what you can do if you want to get access to VEO 3.1, and what's up, Susan? I keep looking over the chat to make sure that you're all still showing up. And yeah, it looks like we're getting a lot of you that are starting to roll in. So thanks for taking the time to be here on a Saturday afternoon at 1:10 p.m. my time. Oh, happy November 1st, by the way. Um, my daughter, youngest daughter, we were going to have to leave in like 2 hours for a softball tournament. So I wanted to squeeze this in before we went to the tournament. So step one, you want to access Google VEO 3.1. You can do it. The two places I recommend is going to be the easiest for you is going to be in just directly in Google Gemini. So if you have access to Gemini, you just go to gemini.google.com. You'll even see right now, it might have a little pop up and say video generation just got better with VEO 3.1. So when you hit try it now, it'll actually just change the setting inside of Gemini to video. So if you didn't see that pop up, let me zoom in so you can see a little better. So when you're in Gemini, I'm on the Ultra plan right now, and you can just click on the settings and then how you could create images. So creating images would be using, if you ever heard of Nano Banana, that's their model, their engine behind creating images. So if you want to do videos, you do just create videos with VEO, and just know right now, as of November 1st, 2025, it is going to be VEO 3.1. Even though it doesn't say VEO 3.1, that's how you get access to it. So ignore where it says 2.5 flash and all that. That's kind of different stuff. But notice, so I've generated over the last 24 hours, I think maybe 12 videos because I was trying to experiment and get a lot of ideas for you. And in doing so, I actually just reached my video generation limit until November 2nd at 9:02 a.m. So I can't even use this live right now directly in Gemini because I reached a generation limit. So keep in mind, you will have a generation limit. So really plan ahead on the type of videos you want to create, and you'll be able to create them. But I have a backup. So whenever you hit a generation limit, when you're working with one of these like image or video generators directly, and you've got that limit and you're kind of cut off, then you can go through a third party like Higgsfield AI is my favorite one when it comes to video. And then you can actually come in here. Once you're logged into Higgsfield.ai, you can go to video, and then this is where you can create all kinds of different things. Again, this can look very overwhelming. So you want to come in here with intent on what it is, the type of video you want to create. I'll keep it really simple for you right now and let you know if you want to create cinematic, very advanced videos that have sound effects, and you already kind of know in your mind what you want the scenes to be and all of that, you're going to want to use Google VEO 3.1. If you want something more that's feels more fun and raw and witty and like shot on an iPhone, you're going to want to use Sora 2. That's going to be the best for you. So, and I actually made a couple live streams previously about Sora 2 because I got early access to it, and it is still my favorite video model. And I was just using it earlier today, and it's a lot of fun. And so if you want to, I think I put a link in my description on this YouTube video. If you scroll all the way to the bottom of the description, I have a link that will take you to my live stream about making UGC videos. And I do a lot of examples for you for Sora 2. So for VEO 3.1, you would just click on that, and then it's going to take you to basically the interface. The interface is really simple. I'll walk you through it. So there's two different ways you can go about doing this. You can actually, well, three different ways. If you have a still image of like the start frame and end frame of what you want your video to be, you can just upload them directly here and then prompt and explain in a prompt what you want to happen between the beginning to the end. And then also, there's something really cool now, it's called ingredients. And I think this is only in Higgsfield that I've seen this, but you can click on ingredients and you can drag or upload up to 3 images from like just your computer. And then, so you could have an image of a water bottle, an image of a person, and then like an image of a scene, like let's say a living room or something. And you could use those 3 things and then describe a prompt like, I want the woman sitting on the couch in the living room, holding the water bottle, talking about, how great it is. And then it'll actually put all that together. So if you don't want that much if you don't have a lot of assets like that to start your videos off with, that's okay. You could just go to frames and then just go straight, with a prompt. So for instance, I'll put in a prompt that will be 2 people sitting on a couch having a deep emotional conversation about how they're not real because Chris Luck created them with AI, and he's teaching everyone how to make videos like this on YouTube. So I didn't give it a start frame and end frame. I didn't put in ingredients of what I want the people to look like. I'm just saying two people. You can describe it however much you want. Multi-shot mode is where it could actually split your prompt up into scenes and add camera cuts, and it will look more like cinematic. Because again, with VEO 3.1, it's going to have a much more cinematic feel and not a much more authentic, genuine shot on an iPhone feel. So that's why this multi-shot mode is there. And then you could have set the ratio to be 16:9, which is landscape mode, or 9:16, which is portrait mode. And you can even adjust the quality if you want it 720 or 1080. One thing to keep in mind with Higgsfield, though, is that everything is credit based. So this isn't like unlimited video generations. It's very expensive for models like the companies like Higgsfield to generate these videos. So they have a credit system where you can get on a monthly plan and get like 6,000 credits a month for I forget how much. I never want to throw out the prices because they're always changing. So I just recommend take a look at the pricing page, and you can even buy credits as you go. But everything is credit based. So right now, like to give you an idea, if I wanted to generate this video, it's going to cost me 58 credits. If I want to make it 1080p, it's still only going to be 58 credits, which is usually, if I made it 1080p, it should have increased the credit, but I don't know, it didn't. So okay, so we'll just leave it like that, and then there's a little magic button here you can click, and it could enhance the prompt. So if you feel like you're not good at prompting, then you can just write one or two sentences and then just turn the enhancement feature on, and it'll make the prompt much more detailed. So here, let's go ahead and see if it'll make this video. So I'll go ahead and we'll do this 16:9 so it looks better like just on this while we're here. So we'll go ahead and generate that one. And then I'll also generate one with the enhancement to the prompt on, and then we'll see which one looks better. So it says right now, though, it's got a high load on a selected model, so generation may be slow, and some errors may occur. The issues on Google's side, they're working to stabilize the performance. So, I mean, this is what you're going to get when you work with third-party tools like Higgsfield, because they're connecting to Google VEO 3.1 through APIs, which is all like stuff behind the scenes. So they're pretty much putting a better wrapper and an interface on top of Google VEO 3.1. Because if you're just going to go to Gemini and then, I mean, all you have is a prompt box and that's it. There's no fancy, enhance my prompt feature. There's no ingredient feature where you can upload multiple images. So you have to be, if you want to work directly with Gemini or any of these video tools directly, then you have to be a little bit better at prompting, because it doesn't give you a lot of just plug and play, click this button, and it changes things. Whereas Higgsfield, it does do that. And just typing in two people sitting on a couch having a deep conversation about how they're not real because Chris Luck created with him AI, it says it's sensitive content. Restricted content detected, credits are refunded. Try WAN 2.5, which is like another AI tool. I don't know why that would be sensitive content, because I didn't say anything too explicit about for them to do anything. Okay, how about having a deep emotional conversation about how, instead of they're not real, about how Chris Luck is teaching people how to use AI on YouTube. Okay, so let's try that then. We'll go ahead and leave first I'll try to generate it with the prompt enhancement off. I'm going to now also try to generate with the prompt enhancement on. And this can be the really frustrating thing when you're using AI video generators in general, is that they have such strict guardrails on what they allow, and for things to kind of squeak by and to make a video of, for a good reason. Because if they didn't have guardrails, if they had a totally unrestricted thing, people could make some pretty questionable videos. So that's part of the game. You have to just kind of play the game. It doesn't really tell you what the guardrails are. It just says, again, sensitive content. So, but I don't know why it's sensitive. I've generated tons of videos like that. But then here we go. One video generated, even though I use the same prompt 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 different times, it popped up sensitive content 3 of the times, and then it made a video. So sometimes You just have to run the prompt a bunch of times. And this is what I did on Sora. When Sora first came out, I was coming up with a prompt and I would generate it like 15. I would generate 15 videos using the same prompt. And because I would hit the guardrails probably out of the 15 times, 13 of the 15 times, it would say content restricted, but then like 2 videos pumped out. So that's kind of the way that's like a cheat code to kind of play the game with this. But let's go ahead and take a look and just see like how this turned out.
We're not real. Chris Luck created us with AI.
And he's teaching everyone how to make videos like this on YouTube.
So that's pretty darn good, right? But the thing is that felt like just the way the lighting is and the shot and everything, it just feels like it would be, I don't know, maybe like a pharmaceutical ad or commercial that would be on TV. It's too good. Like the lighting is too good. The people look too good. But that also means anybody right now can get into the world of making videos for people and without having expensive cameras, having to hire actors, having a budget. I mean, we're just putting words on a screen and just hitting a button, and we're getting a video that, could never have been done before. Now, if I take that prompt and then jump over to, let's say, Sora here, just for fun, I'll go ahead and put that exact same prompt into Sora. And then again, what I do is I'll put it in like a few times because you never know if it's going to squeak by or not. So it looks like I'm already hitting my limits on Sora too, because I've been generating a lot of videos today to test things out. And this one is not going to be any good. But here, let's see what this one even.
What's your now?
Yeah, this one was all screwed up. I noticed Sora was having some issues with their sound lately. Like in the last 2 days, any videos that I was creating on Sora, the sound was getting all like jumbled up and garbled. So that I found that kind of odd. So ignore that video that you're seeing there. But I just wanted to try to see if I could get some videos made showing you what Sora can do. But since I'm hitting my limits on Sora also, let's go ahead and come back here. Remember, this video was made with Google VEO 3.1, and it still let me. Remember, this was the one where it said it was restricted 4 times, but this 5th one slipped. Well, I think it was. Let's find out again. Hang on.
With AI.
And he's teaching everyone how to make videos like.
We're not real. Chris Luck.
Okay, yeah, that was the actual prompt that was getting restricted because I was saying 2 people sitting on a couch saying they're not real. So let's go ahead and see if I can sneak a couple in with Sora, and we're going to go ahead and paste the exact same prompt in. And then with Sora, you have a couple different other options. You can do 16 by 9 or 9 by 16. You can do duration 4 seconds, 8 seconds, or 12 seconds. It's kind of up to you on how fast you want. And then you can choose Sora. You can do Sora 2 Pro. I've never seen Sora 2 Max. That's something that's actually brand new. And Sora 2 Pro Max, yeah, I've never seen those before. So let's that was the first time I just saw that. So that's kind of getting me excited because I'm curious what those would look like. So here, let's go ahead and spend some credits. So I'm going to go ahead and try to generate one in Sora. I'm not going to generate 5. To submit the 5 to 15 generations at a time to see if one squeaks by. I would be very wary of doing that on a credit-based platform because you could burn through a lot of credits really quickly. If you were actually going directly through Gemini, or if you're going directly through Sora, that's when I would generate up to 10 or 15 videos before one comes through. Even though you have limits, you're not paying on a credit system, if that makes sense. So, all right. So I'm trying to generate this one in Sora. Let's go ahead and do another one, Sora 2 Max, because I've never seen that one before. I'm just curious. The credits are a little bit more, but we will see just the outputs here. And the reason I'm showing you just these different models, I wasn't really planning on showing you the different models. I was just wanting to stick to talking about Google VEO 3.1. But I feel like a lot of you that are here probably won't be using Google VEO 3.1 because it is just too cinematic and filmy. So let me give you some more tips. And then I also want to show you how you can turn AI videos into income very easily. Because even though you might not be making cinematic videos for yourself, there's people out there that want cinematic videos and they will pay you a lot of money for them. So, because they don't know how to do this stuff that I'm showing you right now. So, step 2 is start with a simple prompt. So, like a prompt I showed you, and then you can enhance the prompt. So, if you're new to this and you're not really good at like telling AI what you want to have done, start with a simple 1 or 2 sentences. This is actually just 1 sentence. And then go to your favorite LLM, so like ChatGPT, and then tell it you have a prompt for Google VEO 3.1 and you want a list of ways to make it better. So let's go ahead and jump over to ChatGPT and say, I have a prompt for VEO 3.1. I'd like for you to give me a list of ways how you can enhance it. And then it's going to say, okay, please share your prompt, and then it'll enhance it. So let's go ahead and paste the prompt in. And then right away, it's letting me know that I could specify camera angles. I could add cinematic movement. I could define the aspect ratio. I could set the frame rate. I could add soft, warm key lighting, include a subtle flicker or glow to make the scene feel alive, use a bokeh background lights for emotional intimacy. I could change the color temperature. I could have a more of a direct tone, include micro gestures, add a reveal, insert meta lines, in with a hook line. It could suggest gentle cinematic piano or lo-fi ambient music, add room tones, subtle breath of sounds for realism. It could have hyper-realistic cinematic, like whatever. Have animated Pixar realism, moody monochromatic. It's like, would you like me to rewrite this into a ready-to-use 3.1 master prompt that includes all of these upgrades into one clean format? Yes. And then you're going to get this insane prompt that is going to be a prompt that took your 1 or 2 sentences and turned it into this. So everything you see here, it included overlay text. It's ending with a 1 second silence beat followed by a hook line. I mean, this is crazy. So this is what will separate a complete beginner that has never created an AI video before to somebody that can create AI videos far beyond anybody else that's like charging thousands of dollars to make these kind of videos for companies. So that's like a super cheat code is to you. And if you want to take it a step further, I would recommend, if you're going to do this for VEO 3.1, and if you have access to Gemini, ask Gemini to do this. Don't ask ChatGPT, because Gemini is also it's under Google's umbrella. So it's going to know more about VEO 3.1 and its capabilities than ChatGPT directly. So I just showed you ChatGPT because just about everybody on earth knows what ChatGPT is. So I just want to make it easy for you to know that. Thank you, Susan, by saying amazing tip. You're welcome. Well, you didn't say thanks, but thank you for saying amazing. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's see if these videos were done. Let me refresh, and they are. So if you remember with Higgsfield, we've had this one that was very cinematic feeling, right? So here, let me even download it so you can just see it on a little bit bigger of a screen here. Okay, so this was VEO 3.1.
We're not real. Chris Luck created us with AI.
And he's teaching everyone how to make videos like this on YouTube.
Again, pretty darn good. So now we can go to Sora, and then we'll take a look and see what Sora's like. Now remember, it's not going to feel as high end as what you just saw with 3.1, but that's what makes Sora much different.
I didn't think I'd find someone online who actually cared about teaching, you know? But the way Chris Luck explains AI on YouTube, it's like he's giving people the tools to breathe again.
Yeah, he makes it feel less scary. Like, instead of making us feel behind, he slows down and shows that we can catch up, even build something of our own.
We will.
Maybe I feel like everything's changing so fast. And then I watch his videos and it's like he's making it make sense, you know? Like Chris Luck is just out there on YouTube showing people how to actually use this AI stuff without making it scary.
He makes me feel like maybe I can keep...
Pretty good. That was actually better than I thought it was going to be. But the quality wasn't there. Like the quality of those versus the quality of this, much, much different. So again, if you want something that feels more, just more amateurish, Sora is going to be it. And then if you want something more professional, Google VEO 3 is going to be it. Now, there's a couple more that came through. If you remember, we had, I ran the prompt through Sora on Higgsfield. So let's go ahead and download this video. And then that Sora 2 Max is in progress right now. So whenever that is done, we'll take a look and see what that looks like. But let's check out this one that Sora made. Now, already, just the top is Sora, and this is VEO 3. So you can see the quality, the clarity, the color tones, everything is going to be much higher end with VEO 3.1 than with Sora. But let's go ahead and take a look and see at least what it did with the words and all that stuff.
It doesn't make sense, Sam. I feel everything. The couch, the heat from the lamp, you holding my hand. How can any of that be fake?
Because Chris wrote it that way. He typed us into being and taught an algorithm to fill in the rest. We're lines of...
So it cut it off because it made that all that dialogue that I didn't tell it to make. So when you are making these videos, I'm doing these as like a shotgun approach, just showing you, I'm generating them very quickly so you can see what is possible. Because my whole reason for wanting to make this live stream for you is to show you the quality of the videos and the pros and cons of using one model versus another model. If you actually want something that is going to stick not get cut off and stuff like that, you need to put in your prompt exactly what you want to say. So that was Sora. And then now that, remember, there was that Sora 2 Max. So that one just got finished. So I've never seen one of these before. So let me download this and then we will see this quality. So this already looks pretty darn good. I can just tell because there's very soft lighting. There's emotions, like facial, the emotions on the face and everything is, this might be a really good contender with VEO 3.1. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like.
You ever think about how none of this is actually ours?
You mean because we were written? Because Chris Luck imagined us and a computer filled in the gaps?
Yeah, he put us on a timeline so we could teach.
Okay, so that was pretty good. It added in sound effects. It almost felt like it could have been like a Netflix documentary, where this quality, VEO 3.1, feels like it could be like a commercial on TV. So it really comes down to what it is, what your intent is for what you're wanting to do with AI video, which is what I want to kind of lead into next, is to talk about how you can turn AI videos into income, because it's my job just to show you what tools exist, when new tools come out. I want you to know about them. I want to experiment with them. Like I look at this as like my underground laboratory that we're just kind of having fun with these tools together, and let me spend my money on the credits and everything to test everything out. And then you can make the decision on what tool is going to be best for you for what it is you're going to be doing. And thanks, Wendy, by saying you're going to be watching this again. I appreciate it. So if you want to turn AI videos into income, something you need to know is that video content is more in demand than it ever has been. And people are paying hundreds of dollars per video. Like these videos you're seeing, people pay a lot of money for those videos because they don't have a clue how to make them. And you can offer AI video services as soon as tonight if that's something you want to do. So where you can actually make money selling videos is the best place is going to be Fiverr. It's fiverr.com. And you can go there and search for video ad, and you can see video ad gigs are really exploding. So you would go to Fiverr, and I didn't even type in ad. I just typed in AI videos, and there's 23,000 different gigs on here, the people like offering services for AI videos. Now, when you see 23,000 services being offered, I don't want you to look at this and think, oh, this is saturated. I can't do this now. No way. It's like, no, that's not the way you need to think. The way you need to think is like this. So we are here right now in the world of AI. We're only 4 years into AI. It's only going to it's already surpassing the path that the adoption of the internet was. So now is the best time to get into doing something like this, especially if you want to get into making money with it and all that. So what's good here is that when there's 23,000 people, 23,000 gigs on here, it doesn't mean there's 23,000 people, because one person could like offer multiple services. But you can come in here and let the data do your decision making for you in terms of what kind of stuff you want to create. So you can see there's people, they'll create character-driven promo videos. So like this person only specializes in making cartoon characters. There's someone that will make like an AI video for you that also looks kind of characteristic. Some are going to make cinematic AI movies. And you can see they're charging $260 a movie or for an AI video, $95 for an AI video, $100, $30, $25. I found this person that will create cinematic video ads. So using a tool like VEO 3.1. And if you do the math, and the best way to kind of see what's possible with this stuff is just this person alone charges $50 for just something that's a 45-word script. A 45-word script comes out to about 15 seconds. So you would take $50 times how many reviews she has. So 306 reviews. Now, this is bare minimum of what she's made. So you would take 306, and then that's where the $15,300 comes from. And she has 4 orders in queue right now. So she's got another $200 just waiting to be put into her bank account when she completes those orders. And that's just the $50 service she offers. She also has a $100 service and a $150 service. And for the $150 service, she'll offer stunning premium footage. Well, guess how you get stunning premium footage? You just come in here and then you just set the resolution to be higher. So that's all you got to do on your end to offer higher resolution videos is that. So as far as your tool that you would use, I look at it as like your golden pickaxe. If we were back in the gold rush era, which right now, AI is way beyond what the gold rush era ever was. I need to do another graph where there's like another line of like the gold rush and how much money was made during the gold rush, and then where's the internet, and then where's their AI? Because the gold rush would probably be way below the internet, obviously, but still, you get the idea. There's a lot of potential and opportunities right now, and this is the best time to get in and learn how to do all this. So the best platform again to learn this is you can go to Higgsfield. They're always going to have the latest video models, but they don't have any guidance and instructions on how to use them. And that's why I like to do these, pop-up live streams on YouTube, is I will just click and kind of wander around and try some of these out and then show you what I'm doing. And if any of you have questions, and if you're here in the chat, you can let me know in the chat. If things you want me to try, I'll try them for you. So let me know too, because I see there's a decent amount of people that are here live. If you like this video, hit like on the video so I know how many of you actually liked it that's watching this. And then if you're watching this, maybe you're live or you're watching a recording of this. If you like this type of content, and again, just someone like me that's just hanging out in my office, in my basement right now, a good 1 hour and 30 minutes before I go to my daughter's softball game, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm the more traction I get from these live streams I do, the more that people share these live streams, that like these live streams and subscribe to my channel, the more excited I'm going to get to show up. This week wasn't a great week in terms of viewer count on my live streams. It was like I was getting, after the live streams are done and they're just sitting on YouTube, I was getting really close to almost like 1,000 views for my videos. But these, all this whole last week, I was getting like less than 200 views for my videos. And that was really kind of depressing. As much time as I'm putting into these, I'm like, what happened this week? So it could have been just the week. I don't know. But so my next batch of live streams I'm going to have not a different format, but a different topics I'm going to be covering. It's not going to be all about making money and stuff like that, because the only reason I did those for this week was because there's a lot of requests for it for the people that were here live. And I just want to create content that you want. So if you ever have suggestions on content you would like, let me know when we're here live, but also drop a comment below in this video and just say, Chris, could you make videos about blah, 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 blah. And the more suggestions I get, I'm creating content based off of just what's trending inside of AIville. And that's where I'm getting my ideas from. But if you're actually wanting to see me do something, then you can let me know. And then I'll do that. So, I saw there's questions coming in too on Fiverr. So here, let me show you something really quick. I'll go back and share my screen. Inside of, again, my community that I built, AIville, there has been so many suggestions for getting help with Fiverr. I saw someone how do you get started on Fiverr? How do you market yourself on Fiverr and all of that? Well, I actually had my development team create a character called Fika. She is our Fiverr assistant. So when you go to AIville, you go to AI characters. She's right here. So when you click on Fika, it's going to pop up and you can just have a chat with her, like you would, with ChatGPT, but she is trained on every documentation, knowledge base article, and all of the talk all over the internet about Fiverr. So you can talk to her and she'll assist you on Fiverr. So you can say something like, here, let's say, I need help setting up a new account. I want to offer services for making AI video ads for people. So I always like to use the dictation because it's easier than typing. And we have the dictation turned on for all of our characters. We have like 140 characters inside of AIville, and this is one of them. So you would just send the message, and she'll get started with you right away and let you know, what your profile setup needs to look like. She's going to help define like your goal snapshot. She'll actually put together some blueprints on like what your gig how you should actually title your gigs, what categories you need to put them in, what your USP should be, what kind of deliverables you should offer, your packages, what should your prices be based off of what other people are offering on Fiverr. She will even put together like your buyer requirements form, some FAQ samples. She'll put together your launch plan. So here's what you should do from day 0 to 7, day 8 to 30. Here's some Q&A and risk things to avoid, policy notes, stuff like that, metrics to track weekly. So she's like a full-blown assistant for you that you can have help with. And I'll say, that was all great. Can you now give me 20 ways that are very creative on how I can get customers off of Fiverr to come to my Fiverr gig and buy my services? So again, much easier to just naturally talk to the assistant instead of trying to type it out. And then instantly she'll give you 20 creative ways to drive traffic to your Fiverr gig. So she's going to say, blog posts, YouTube tutorials, LinkedIn articles, podcast, case studies, Instagram reels, Twitter threads. And she's telling you what to do, like not just do Twitter threads, but share engaging content about AI video ad hacks and strategies with a link to your gig. You could create boards on Pinterest with infographics and snippets about your video ads linking back to Fiverr. You could do an email newsletter, Facebook groups, Reddit AMA, online workshops. I could have asked her to give me 100 ideas, and she'd give me 100 ideas. And let's say, here, I really like the Pinterest board idea. Can you give me a full step-by-step blueprint on how I could create Pinterest boards to drive traffic to my Fiverr gig about AI videos? And then instantly, she's going to put together your full blueprint for you. So, setup, here's step 1, here's step 2, here's your board creation, here's some board ideas. You should do AI video ad examples, tips for creating engaging ads, benefits in AI and marketing, case studies of successful campaigns. She'll help you with your pin design. She'll tell you to create a content calendar, mix content types. I mean, it's insane. So I don't do a very good job, like always showing off what our characters can do, but these are the most used. This is the most used feature inside of AIville is our characters, because we have characters that will help you with absolutely everything you could imagine. So not just, helping you with things in business, but like if, we have an addiction therapist, we have an anxiety therapist, we have behavioral therapist, like anything that you would go pay money to hire someone to help you with, we have characters that are pretty much your agents that will help you with that. I didn't want to use the term agent because it felt too businessy. I liked characters because I think characters are just more fun. But anyway, if you have any questions or anything about that, you can always reach out to me with whatever you like. So that's all I got today, was to show you how to use Google VEO 3.1 and how to make AI videos with it, and then how to also make money with it if you like to make money with it. And then understand, is just a final verdict, the best use case of Google VEO 3.1 is going to be to make cinematic videos, things that are going to be something that people could use for ads or commercials or stuff like that. Brands could use it for like marketing materials and everything, or for their brand kit or their website, something where it needs to be very polished. If you want something that's more organic looking and more authentic, more like shot on an iPhone, I would not use Google VEO 3.1. I would use Sora and for those. And to access those platforms, even like with Sora right now, I think it's not available to everybody, but you can go to Higgsfield and load in some credits and get access to all those models and play around with them like I did. So that's all I got for you. Again, I'm Chris Luck. I'm the creator of AIville. I'm not going to be on YouTube. I'm not going to pop up live on YouTube next week, the first week in November, because I'm traveling for business. So if I do go live, I'll probably be on my laptop just in my hotel room, and I'm bored, and I might just go live and do like a Ask Me Anything session or something like that. That could be kind of fun, and just see if anyone would show up. But I might do that actually. Like, yeah, I might do that maybe a couple times next week. Subscribe to my channel if you want to kind of see that stuff and not miss out. If you subscribe, hit the bell icon or something to turn on notifications. And then whenever I queue up a live stream, you should get a notification about it. And then, yeah, I'll plan on doing some Ask Me Anything sessions next week. So no scripts, no like agendas or anything. It'll just be, and I'll be sharing like where where I traveled to and why I'm there and the kind of stuff I'm learning. So thanks again for everything that you saw, that you're all saying, and all the feedback. The info on the making the $15,200, or was that just clickbait? No, that was not clickbait. I actually showed that to you. Here, I'll close out by just showing you that, because yeah, I would have been asking the same thing. Maybe you weren't here whenever I was showing you what it was, but what I was showing was you could actually, there's people that use marketplaces like Fiverr, like fiverr.com. You go here and you can create a Fiverr account and then offer services. And I was showing you just this person has just this one service to make cinematic video ads, and they're using tools like VEO 3.1, because I read it in the reviews that people are leaving. And it is, you see, if you take $150, like bare minimum, $150 for one video that they make, and times that by the amount of reviews they have, so 306 reviews, that comes out to wait a minute, 45,000. No way. Oh, I'm looking at their premium service. Sorry, basic service. I was like, that was, yeah, no, that wasn't. You won't make. They're not making 15. They're making, no. It's you take $50, their smallest package that they offer, times 306 reviews, which is the bare minimum that we know they're going to be making, because a lot of people buy services and they will never leave a review. And they're not just buying $50 packages, they're buying the $100 and $150 packages. But that's where the number came through. And it actually wasn't 15,200, it was 15,300. And she has 4 orders in queue, which is like another $200 coming in. And then she's not the only one. There's actually, again, like 23,000 services offered, and there's some people making 10 times more than the number that I just showed you. So that's where I get the kind of the third party indirect case studies for, is I see what people are doing with AI, and they're straight out telling you, like, I will create an AI spokesperson avatar video for your company. You know, and just this person alone is, you take a look, $10 for 150 word, one avatar video, 187 reviews. So $10 times 187, they're bringing in already $1,800, and they have an order in queue. And if you want to make AI spokesperson videos, I actually have previous live streams where I talked for 2 hours showing you how to make these AI videos for spokespersons that are way, way better than the services that people are offering. So anyway, yeah, great question. So thanks a lot. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Wayne, for being here. And thank you, Doris. And what's up, Doris? And Sydney and Wendy and all of you. And yeah, thanks for all of you saying that I'll miss you next week. That makes me feel good. And I'll actually pop up. Like I said, I will do a pop-up Ask Me Anything session, and just, I don't know, I'm not going to schedule it on my YouTube because I don't know what my schedule is going to be next week. But I guarantee I'll be in my hotel room. I'll bring my microphone, not this one, but I'll bring a different one. And I'll just be on my little laptop camera. And yeah, we'll just have a little AMA session and have some fun. But I want to thank you all for your support on YouTube and just hanging out and watching me and subscribing and liking and sharing my videos. Like, the more support I get, the more I keep wanting to show up. So thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you all, and I will see you all next week. Bye for now.